welcome to the next episode of the East Kentucky Works podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Jen Breeze.
And I'm Jacelyn Kaiser, and this is the start of season 2 of our podcast. We're so excited, and we have some special guests on. Jen, do you want to introduce them for us?
Yeah, welcome to season 2. We got a kind of refreshed look and lots of fun guests lined up, and we're definitely excited to continue showing all the amazing things that EKCEP, which we say EKCEP all the time. If you're new to the show, that stands for Eastern Kentucky Concentrated Employment Program. And we cover 23 counties in the Eastern Kentucky area, helping with the workforce and helping employers and just matching job seekers and employers together so that we can grow our economy. We do awesome things here at EKCEP. So our first guests on season 2 are our workforce coordinators, and we have with us Theresa Noble and Vanessa Collier. Hi, ladies.
Good morning.
Y'all excited?
Good morning. And we're all wearing matching shirts today, which is super cute. We had an awesome kickoff event earlier this week, and kind of reviewed all the amazing things that we did in our last program year, and looking forward and things that we want to do in our upcoming program year. And so we all got some nice new EKCEP swag that we're excited to be wearing today. So, Jason, I'll let you take over for a sec. I'm chatty this morning.
Yeah, of course. So for our listeners, Vanessa and Theresa, who may not be familiar, could you start off just by explaining what WIOA's main goals are in Kentucky?
Its main goals is to ensure that individuals have the skills and resources necessary to succeed in the job market, and that employers can find the talent they need to help their businesses thrive.
Awesome. And so as workforce coordinators, what does your day-to-day look like? What are your responsibilities, and how do you work with the community action agencies and bring this whole WIOA, WIOA, we sometimes say WIOA for short. How do you bring that to life?
So most days we're in the field at our contractors at the community action agencies. We're in their offices directly working with their staff to make sure that they understand our policies and procedures and that they're best serving our clients.
So when someone walks into the Kentucky Career Center, what kind of help can they expect to find?
So visitors to Kentucky Career Centers are going to find friendly and knowledgeable staff, many of whom are credentialed professionals in the workforce development. Several of our Kentucky Career Center locations also house partners such as OVR, Adult Ed, the Career Development Office. And so this means that the clients can really just hit a one-stop shop to get all the services they need. And if those partners aren't located on site, our WIOA staff know how to make referrals to them.
So they'd walk in and they would get connected with a career advisor.
Mm-hmm.
And then does the career advisor just like say, here's a list of jobs we have in our area, or like tell me a little bit more about the services that they might see when they come in there?
So normally they'll come in and there will be an intake form that they'll fill out. And then the career advisor will meet with them to kind of figure out what it is they need, whether they're coming in that they just need that job list, or maybe they need some assistance with a resume. Or maybe they're going back to school and they're seeing if we can help them with some training assistance or supportive services. The career advisor just works with them to meet them where they're at, see what it is they need. They'll also do assessments to kind of figure out what they're interested in, what their goals are, and they work from there.
So I love that, because I feel like that it's such a personalized experience. Each individual who walks in there is going to probably end up taking a slightly different or personalized path, and they start off with those assessments to just see where their strengths lie and what they would be good at and what would be fulfilling for that person. Not just like, here's something that would give you a paycheck. It's like, here's something that you're going to enjoy and be sustainable and that you're going to want to do. And if there's barriers, then we can help remove those. And that's like the big thing I wish people understood. Like, don't be afraid to go into the Kentucky Career Center, because whatever's holding you back from getting the job you want, we could probably help.
Right. And if it's not something that we can specifically help with, we usually know the partners that can.
Yeah, because they're housed inside community action agencies, and those agencies do all kinds of wonderful things to support their communities. So yeah, there's a lot that can happen there. So tell me some more of like the lesser known resources that you might have available at the Career Center.
We also have some workshops and things that they can do, and we have some online self-paced trainings that they can do with customer service, digital literacy, AI training, financial literacy, those kinds of things. And then like I said, there's workshops, dress to impress, basic resumes, things like that our contractor staff are doing every month, just different things all the time.
Wow, that is really comprehensive. So like everything down to like how to write your resume, how to dress for an interview, mock interviews, I believe that we can do for people. That's cool. And who would the like the customer service and IT courses be good for?
Really for everybody. Do you want to take this question?
Sure. Okay. The IT and digital literacy would be really good if you were looking to work remote from home or just want to become more proficient in using technologies. Those would be the classes. Then you've got the customer service, which does soft skills, make them more dependable, reliable. It just gives the skills that the employers are looking for. And then you've got financial literacy, and that's personal banking. Everyone could use that course.
Yeah, like I said, I think everybody could really benefit from any of these courses. I think we had some specific groups in mind when we created them, but that's really for anybody. Anybody has access to them, and it can assist anybody in their job search.
Because I feel like there's probably not any job that you don't need to work a computer at some point. Like this is something that you really can't avoid in today's day and age. Like that employers are definitely looking for people with those great soft skills and that know their way around a computer. And these trainings are free. Is that correct? That's incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, speaking of job seekers, how do you guys help them identify a rewarding and sustainable career path? Especially if they're unsure about what they want to do. Sometimes when they get to the Kentucky Career Center, they don't think that they're going to find something that is a true career. They think we're just going to put them in like McDonald's or something like that. So how do you guys help them find those?
So we were talking earlier about assessments. Through using assessments and just the conversations and that catered journey with them, labor market information, all those things together. Advisors work with them through the assessments and the conversations and looking at labor market information to really help them make those life-changing decisions. And like I said, a lot of our staff are credentialed workforce development professionals, and we really invest in that professional development, making sure that they know how to utilize those resources and making sure they know how to make those resumes and how to interpret those assessments to help our clients.
Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, that helps so much.
So are there any specific industries or types of jobs that are really like in high demand in Kentucky right now?
Yes. Education, healthcare, IT, business, manufacturing, trade for welding, HVAC, construction, and technical support.
Yeah, those trade ones are really big ones. Like she said, welding, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, those are big needs in our communities right now because a lot of those individuals are retiring. So yeah.
Yeah, I know we've been pushing those out a lot more, especially to our youth that's been graduating, because not everybody is wanting to go to college after school. That's not everybody's big picture. So having these trades and being able to, supply the services that we can to these individuals, that helps so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's exciting to think that we're hopefully building a pipeline of really talented individuals who can do that. Because if you've ever been a consumer whose air conditioning broke in the middle of June, which is me. Like, it's not easy to find a talented individual who is available to come do these things. So bring it on. We need skilled trades workers.
And not just that, but also when you think about the natural disasters we've had, the flooding and things like that, you need those skilled trades to rebuild. And you can't have, I mean, it's taking people a long time to get stuff repaired because they're on a long list. There's one person that can do that one specific thing, and that person can charge however much they want to do it.
Exactly.
That pay is not bad.
That's an excellent point.
Right.
Yeah, because, and hopefully we don't have another massive disaster and for a long, long time. But yes, those people are so needed and valued. And yeah, I would love it if one of my kids went into a trade like that.
So could you guys share a success story or two of individuals who have transformed their careers with the help of WIOA programs and your support? What did that journey kind of look like?
So we've been talking about this, and we kind of feel like we're in the background to those success stories because we're like just support to the staff that are making those big differences. But interestingly enough, Theresa used to be a career advisor, and she was actually my career advisor. I was able to complete my training and get my first big girl job with Theresa's help. And that journey just started with a phone call and a couple of visits to the Kentucky Career Center. And now we're here and we're coworkers.
I did not know that.
That's so crazy. Yeah, I had no clue.
Well, that's a major success story. Well done, Theresa.
Yeah. And Vanessa, like, look at you guys. That's crazy. I had no clue.
I remember her coming in. She was so cute, just bobbing in, ready to get started with
many moons ago.
Oh my goodness, I love that.
That's a very good success story.
Yeah. So since you said you guys are kind of on the background, the backside of everything, what's your guys' most rewarding part of your work?
So I like knowing that we're making a difference, even if it is that we're on the background, just knowing that our staff are out there making a difference in people's lives in Eastern Kentucky. And then I also just really enjoy working with our staff. And I find it rewarding when they tell me that that they've learned something new or that they couldn't have done something without my assistance. That's just, that's why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
I like working with the directors and the career advisors one-on-one. And I love to celebrate their clients' achievements with them because I know what it's like when you've worked with someone for a while to make sure that they have the necessary services to be successful. And it's just really rewarding. Just like with Vanessa, looking back, I remember everything with her. It's really nice.
I know that as the communications team, sometimes we get invited to go cover success stories and meet the people and like stand in the workplace and watch them, do their work. And it's like the highlight of my week when I get to do that kind of thing. I absolutely love seeing the tangible fruit of all the stuff that we're doing. And so, yeah, I'm sure it's really rewarding for you guys. For somebody who's listening right now and is unemployed or underemployed or just looking to shift careers, what would be your number one piece of advice for them?
Don't be afraid to take that first step and go to your local Kentucky Career Center. That's where your journey is going to start.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think that people do, kind of stray away. They have the resources. They're told about the Kentucky Career Centers, but then the second it's time to call, people kind of back off. And I know Adam Bowman, who was from KCOC, he is the jockey, and he said, just take that first leap, take that first step. He was like, it's not as scary as you think it is, and the worst that they're going to say is no. Like, that's the worst thing that's going to happen. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get a no from the Kentucky Career Centers.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And like I said, if it's something we can't help with, we usually know who can.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think one thing that I see is like people, if you have been to a Kentucky Career Center and the magic didn't happen instantly, like go back and keep talking to them, like keep that relationship open. Don't shy away if you didn't find a job in the first week and weren't, just magically connected with the perfect job. Like sometimes it takes a little while, I think, and you have to be willing to be persistent and persevere, and pick a career path. If you need more training, like, you're going to have to do it. We can't do all of that for you. Like, we can set you up financially for it, but some of that work is going to be on your shoulders, but it's so worth it in the end, I think.
Yes, and looking for a job is really a full-time job in itself, all the steps that it takes to get there. So you can't just expect the first job to be the right thing, or for it to work out. You do have to do that interview prep and those things, or if it's doing additional training and stuff to get you prepared for it, then we can help with all those things.
So guys, how can listeners who aren't currently seeking employment, how can they help spread the word or support the work that you do?
Just by sharing our posts on social media, our flyers, referring their friends and family, or like we were talking about, it can be hard to take that first step, just supporting their friends if they need to be there to help hold their hand to get through the door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think people realize how much it can help to just share our posts. Like, if you see a job opening or if you see a success story, like, let others know in your network about the work that we're doing, because every time you share, that helps with the algorithms, that lets more people see it that might not have been shown that otherwise, and it's going to help get it in front of somebody who really does need it. And so we are so grateful for the people who do like and share and comment on our social posts, or share this podcast. That's another super easy. I mean, it's a click of a button. That's all it takes, and then you're helping us. So we appreciate people that do that for us.
Absolutely.
If somebody's never been to a Kentucky Career Center, doesn't know where they are, how can somebody find their local Kentucky Career Center, or community action agency? Where are these services being held?
They can visit EKCEP's website at ekcep.org. And in the homepage, up in the right-hand corner, there's a teal colored box they just click on, and it will take them to all of the WIOA career advisors locations, and it'll give all their contact information.
Yeah, so
right
click
there
on that Find a Career button, and there's an interactive map, and so you just put in your address. It's going to show you which ones are closest to you. It's super simple, and you can call or you can go in person, or whatever your comfort level is. Go for it.
Yeah, and so last question of the day is, if an employer is listening and interested in partnering to find skilled workers or upskill their current workforce, how can they get involved?
They can also go to the EKCEP website, and then additionally, they can reach out to their local career center. Our contractors all have designated business solutions consultants who work directly with employers to assist them in their needs.
Perfect. Well, that is all we have for you guys today. If you're looking for a job, want to advance your career, or if you're a business leader looking for skilled workers, EKCEP is here for you. You can find more information about EKCEP and all of our services at ekcep.org, or visit your local Kentucky Career Center, and you'll find the links to everything we mentioned today in the show notes. But that is all. We are so excited for season 2 to wrap this up, to start it going. But let's get to work.